people that had never been partisan, but this time around, when they saw the flag bearer of the Labour Party in Ekiti State, and of course they noticed that this is somebody that has been trusted, somebody that can actually lead the state out of the current woods. Of course, we all moved together, all of us.
What is your party and your candidate offering that makes it such that it is compelling for all of these people to come together?
Thank you. My party today in Ekiti is promising a new hope, a new dawn. We're promising a government that will be unusual. We're promising a real democracy in Ekiti. Government that will be accountable to the people, government that will feel the pulse of the people and do that which the people really, really need and desire.
Are you promising?
Yes.
Right.
In clear terms. Thank you very much. Right now in Ekiti State, we still practice what we call subsistence farming. The first love, if I may put it that way, the first love of Ekiti as a state is agriculture. We have lush grains everywhere. Therefore, we're promising Ekiti people mechanized farming. Enough of subsistence farming whereby a farmer is just producing for what himself and his immediate family would consume. We want to move Ekiti forward. We're promising mechanized farming. We're promising Ekiti people real democracy that would get to the grassroots. Right now in Ekiti, I hope you're aware that for the past 42 months, we've not had a local government election in Ekiti. Our government is promising a fair, credible local government elections within the first 6 months of our administration, because we realize that for you to have real democracy, for you to take governance to the grassroots, you need to make the local government very, very vibrant. We're also promising youth empowerment, real youth empowerment. We're promising gainful employment. I must tell you that today in Ekiti, we have over 400,000 employable youths roaming about the streets, and that's why you can see a lot of violence, thuggery in the hands of some political parties that feel that, look, these people are there, they're free, we can just engage them, because they're not working. So we're promising Ekiti people that the youths are the future of our state and of course Nigeria. We're promising them gainful employment in Ekiti. Right now, it is not so.
Mr. Daramola, I cannot help but notice, Congressman, I beg your pardon. Thank you. I mean, I had to look back because you were flipping the papers, like you were recalling and looking through a list while she spoke. What are your views on the upcoming election?
Well, you know, it hurts me a little bit when people come to television, particularly national television, and they say things that are particularly not very true. Okay, burden of trust that we carry when we appear for the people using a platform like this. And I'm going to do semantics here. I'm going to spotlight on everything she has said. But before that, let me make this abundantly clear. 3 major candidates are running at election. 3.5. Okay. Yes, maybe 3.5. Okay. The very first one, John Cowdy Fahmy of the APC, Michael Okoyemi Bamidele of the Labour Party, my colleague, okay, at the National Assembly, and then the third person, Dr. Peter Adelifawoshi of the PDP. I dare say, as we speak, only one that is running on firing more sinners on the basis of record is John Cowdy Fahmy. I dare have given me the mandate to the Assembly. I have to show for it. With my constituents every year, every other representative that I know does that. Okay? But this is not about personality. I am saying that if anybody is going to promise you anything, you first and foremost look at what the person has got. Today, we have this to show for the mandate of Dr. John Cowdy Fahmy for the past 3.5 years. You can't fault this. Listen, this is not. Every town and village, there are 131 towns and villages in Ekiti State as we speak today. Every one of them has minimum of 5 projects here in black and white. Now, and I'm going to leave one with you, and I will give one to the Labour Party. Now, she talked about local government elections. How did we get there? this is a matter that is in court. Why wouldn't Dr. Fahimi conduct elections? You don't even judge a government on the basis of not conducting elections when the matter is in court. Until it is decided in court, PDP took us to court, took APC to court, the then ACN to court, because they felt, oh, the woman in charge of, that was supposed to conduct to present over the election belongs to the party, is a card-carrying member of ACN. The case went to court, it was ruled in our favor, then we lost, and then we appealed, and all of that. That's about that. So it is not an added advantage. It is not something you can pitch people on, or pitch Nigerians on, that you're going to conduct local government elections as if APC wouldn't have ordinarily conduct local government elections. That's number one. She talked about agriculture. And I dare say, the only man who is coming to his election with a paid check is Dr. John Kawudi Fahimi. His check is paid, not promissory notes. Every other person is coming on promissory notes. I say that because she talked about subsistence. I'm not sure if it's the same Ekiti we are talking about here. We've moved beyond that 3.5 years. We now have a policy called Y-Card, Youth in Commercial Agriculture, where government, and they are all effusively captured here.
Are you sure you're not playing on the power of the incumbent?
Listen, this is responsible incumbency.
Okay.
You could be an incumbent and be irresponsible. Right. But this is responsible incumbency. And in responsible incumbency, one of the indices of that would be that you can you can validate and point to things you've done with the mandate of the people. The agriculture she's talked about has been at subsistence level way back. We moved beyond that.
So where are you now?
Of course, it's mechanized. It's clearly mechanized. I'll give you clear examples. Tractors have been provided. Resources have been provided to farmers. Indeed, one medical doctor, I've forgotten his name now, one medical doctor opted for farming on the basis of the incentives that the John Kawudi Fahimi administration had provided. In 3.5 years, the boy is alive today.
So when Mrs. Olatunde
Bruce
talks about...
and she talked about youth empowerment. I don't know which administration can suck up, particularly in a state that takes 2.6 billion naira. And this government, by its ingenuity, are taking the IGR from 100 million naira, the government that she served on him, the May past one, we had IGR of about 100 million. Finally, plugging loopholes out of that, taking it to 600 naira, and take that money, 600 million naira. Now, putting all of that together to work with people, and then had a scheme called Youth Volunteer Corps to keep 10,000 people off the streets, and then reskilling them, giving them vocation, and giving them opportunities. It's like a holding room where they can rediscover themselves. And before the expiration of 2 years, they can find a level.
Okay, so very quickly then, when Mrs. Olatunde Bruce said that there is 400,000 young Ekiti youths who are roaming the streets, you haven't seen any of them.
I need to see the empirical details, and I dare say that's not true.
Okay.
Our population, listen.
So
our population is too.
You said if it is untrue,
I will let her say.
I'll let her defend that.
Let me just finish with the question you asked me. 400,000 people, 400,000 kids on the streets.
On the streets.
Yeah? One, I will need empirical details of that. Ekiti State is about 2.3, 2.4 million people total. So how are you going to get 400,000 of them on the streets of Ekiti? That's not true.
Okay. So,
thank you very much for the opportunity for me to respond to some of the things my brother Bimbola had talked about. First, that booklet there. When I saw it on Sunday, I laughed. It's totally laughable. And I'll take it from what he said, that every town and village in Ekiti has at least 5 projects. I'm shocked. I'm from Igede Ekiti.
Okay.
One minute, please. 1 minute. 1 minute. I'm from Igede Ekiti. And as I speak with you, the only project that this government embarked upon in Igede Ekiti, my hometown, it's actually in ruins. It was abandoned.
What project is that?
Let me tell you.
What is the project?
It's a classroom project in Igede Ekiti.
They tried to build it
and abandoned it. There's a talk about, you see series of 5-kilometer roads listed there. It is not true. They are not real. In Ekiti today, we have one government in place that is the government of billboards and of publications like this. And that's the honest truth. An average Ekiti person knows that quite all right. Now,
Before you move on,
yes.
then, what about this issue of helping the aged? That the
I'm coming to all of that. I'm coming to all